Well, it's definitely not the Friday after I did the first side, but hey, at least we're here. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And we are back with the Talking Heads. Once again, we are finishing up Remained in Light. We did the first side like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks now. Now we're going to be doing side 2. This is courtesy of our alpha patron, Gail H. Thank you for your support, Gail. I truly appreciate you and everything you do. I really do. Yeah, man, side 1 was crazy. That was a hell of a ride, and if you want to watch it, I'll link it right there. It's up there. I don't know, man, like, it's such unique music. It feels like if you took every genre in the world and threw it together, like, you would get this, you know? And I think that's the coolest thing ever, and I really enjoy Eno's soundscape that he has on this. Him and David just, like, work together really well. I know that they work together a little too well, and that made other people in the band not so happy, but, you know, things happen. So, yeah, thank you again to Gail. Let's go. If y'all not subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon below my luscious locks and nice shirt right there. Join us, please. Okay, cool, thank you. Leave a like and a comment too. All right, Houses in Motion is up first by the Talking Heads. 3, 2, 1, go.
For a long time I felt without style or grace, wearing shoes with no socks in cold weather. I knew my heart was in the right place. I knew I'd be able to do these things. As we watch him digging his own grave, it was important to know that was where he's at. Can't afford to stop. That is what he believed. He'll keep on digging for 1,000 years.
What?
I'm thinking about emotion. I'm walking alone, just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way, no time to begin. This isn't the time, so nothing was done. Not talking about, not many at all. Not turning around, no trouble at all. You notice there's nothing around you.
Never get to say much, never get to talk. Tell us a little bit, but not too much. Right about then, it's where she give up. She has closed her eyes, she has give up hope.
I'm walking alone. I hate to be dreaming in motion. I'm walking alone, just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way, no time to begin. This isn't the time, so nothing was done. Not talking about, not many at all. I'm turning around, no trouble at all. I'm keeping my fingers behind me. I'm walking alone, dividing these arms.
Whoa. That sounds eerie as fuck.
I'm walking alone. I'm visiting houses in motion. I'm walking alone, just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way, no time to begin. This isn't the time, so nothing was done. Not talking about, not many at all. I'm turning around, no trouble.
Such strange sounds. He knows the master of that. But the sound is still so expansive and groovy, though. That was definitely like I don't know if that was the most out there track yet so far, but I definitely love the groove in that. That was really good. Seen and not seen.
He would see faces in movies, on TV, in magazines, and in books. He thought that some of these faces might be right for him, and that through the years, by keeping an ideal facial structure fixed in his mind, or somewhere in the back of his mind, that he might, by force of will, cause his face to approach those of his ideal.
Sorry, I was seeing if Adrien was on this track, but he's not doing the synthesizer on this one.
It might take 10 years or so.
He does electric guitar though, obviously.
Gradually his face would change its shape. A more hooked nose. Wider, thinner lips. Beady eyes. A larger forehead. This was an ability he shared with most other people. They had also molded their faces according to some ideal. Maybe they imagined a new face would better suit their personality. Or maybe they imagined that their personality would be forced to change to fit the new appearance.
Wow. There's some deep thoughts being thought
here. First impressions are often correct.
They are.
Although some people might have made mistakes. They may have arrived at an appearance that bears no relationship to them. They may have picked an ideal appearance based on some childish whim or momentary impulse. Some may have gotten halfway there and then changed their minds. He wonders if he too might have made a similar mistake.
So groovy. Oh, that one was too short. Come on. I wanted to hear more from that, but that was very what's the word? Introspective in a way. Listening wind.
he can still remember now.
Their lyrics are so good.
Holds the package in his quivering hands.
I'm guessing that's all David. Huh.
Sends the package to the American man. Softly he glides along the streets and alleys. Up comes the wind that makes them run for cover. He feels the time is surely now or never more. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart.
What a different feel this side has than the first.
The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, come to drive them away, drive them away.
That must be Adrien.
The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, the dust in my head, the dust in my head. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, come to drive them away, drive them away. She buys his equipment in the marketplace. She plants devices through the free trade zone. He feels the wind is lifting up his people. He calls the wind to guide him on his mission. He knows his friend the wind is always standing by. She smells the wind that comes from far away. Moujik waits for news in a quiet place.
Nino is a damn genius, man.
He feels the presence of the wind around him. He feels the power of the past behind him. He has the knowledge of the wind to guide him on. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, dust in my head, dust in my head. The wind in my
It's magical. What a song, dude. Oh my god.
the wind in my heart.
Got me in a trance.
Drive them away, drive them away. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, dust in my head, dust in my head.
That was really good. That might have been my favorite one so far. The Overload, our final track. This side feels like a side that you kind of like just closed your eyes and let your mind take you away, sort of thing.
Terrible signal to even recognize.
so foreboding sounding. Cena's bass is ridiculous. I wonder if Tool took some inspiration from this song for their bass sound. And the guitar. Oh wait, no, that's the guitar synthesizer. Whoops. I think that's what that is. The center is missing. They question how the future lies. Dude, it's absolutely mesmerizing. Like, what? I'm like lost in this. What a way to close an album. Like, what the fuck? It just makes me think that there's so much more out there than we realize. We have no idea what's going on, really. I really don't want to leave this world, unfortunately. I'm sad that it's about to end. It's so simple, but there's so much depth and nuance to it at the same time. So much going on with the soundscape. Huh. What? I can't believe they ended the album with that. What a statement. Well, I know you guys said the second side was going to be different, but I didn't realize it was going to be that different. That was really cool. I was mesmerized by those last two songs. Like, I straight up was like, it was almost like hypnosis, bro. Like, I was in another world, man. Like, I really was. I was somewhere else for half of that last song and listening Wind. Like, the sounds that Eno and Adrien and David, all of them come up with, man. Like, it's kind of incredible. Like, especially for 1980, right? That's when this came out. Let me see. Yeah, 1980. It was released in October of 1980. So David Byrne on lead vocals, keyboards, guitars, bass guitar, percussion, and vocal arrangements. Jerry Harrison, keyboards, guitars, percussion, backing vocals. Tina Weymouth on keyboards, bass guitar, percussion, backing vocals. Chris France, keyboards, drums, percussion, backing vocals. Brian Eno, keyboards, guitars, bass guitar, percussion, backing vocals, vocal arrangements. And also Adrien was on here, electric guitar, Roland guitar synthesizers on the last 2 tracks. And then Robert Palmer and Jose Rossi as well on percussion. And that is it. If I had to pick like a favorite song out of that, it's kind of hard to pick between Listening Wind and The Overload, because they absolutely just took me away, man. The first 2, I kind of were like, I don't know, like I wasn't expecting like the sound that they were going for there, the more ambient, like it almost like there was like a heartbeat going on, like a musical heartbeat almost, like those last 2 tracks. And then the first 2 also kind of featured that, but in a different way. Like in the last one, it was kind of like that almost radar-ish sound, like not radar, what would it be, but like it's got like that Eno was doing some kind of like just little, I don't know, progression on a synthesizer, and it would just kind of go up as like these kind of scratchy sounds, you know, and it kind of formed like a almost like a percussive heartbeat throughout that song. And I don't know, I thought that was like the mesmerizing part, like, because everything was very, like, the beat was simple, but they would add these little effects to it that kind of put a little English on it, let's say, you know, and it just kind of really puts you in a state of hypnosis. Like, it really did. I was totally out of it for like half of those songs right there. Listening Wind especially, I don't know if they were talking about, you know, like Native Americans and stuff, or what that was, man, because his lyrics are just so politically charged, like, but not politically, you know, like that kind of sense, but like it's very, there's always like a message behind it, it feels like. And then the second song, which was Seen and Not Seen, like the way he was talking about like identity and the way people look and the way that, you know, they put themselves together might not match the person that's on the inside. Like, that's really progressive for 1980, especially because that's very much a topic these days on a whole lot of things. Like, that's what happens when you don't have a war to fight on the outside. You fight the war on the inside. Because no matter what, like, we're, as I say, a barbarous race, and no matter what, we're going to find a way to fight something. And if we're not fighting the enemy, quote unquote, we're fighting ourselves, or we're fighting our neighbors, you know, like there's always a fight no matter what, but we just, either we don't know it, or it's everything and the only thing we think about, you know, like there could be so many wars going on within people that you wouldn't even know, you know, and there could be multiple ones being fought at the same time. Like, we almost have like a crisis of identity because, man, this one's getting demonetized. They kind of, like, you know, removed the last, the old worlds. You know, we'll say, wow, that's crazy to call that the old world. Like, I grew up in that world. But it is the old world now. Like, I don't know, man. They remove like the, like, mostly, I'm talking about the United States. Like, they kind of got rid of like the old, like, standard, which is like religion and, you know, patriotism and stuff like that. I have to talk low because you know, you guys know. I don't know, but when you take the identity away from a culture or whatever, you kind of have to fill it with something, you know, so that void that is left from taking said culture away, and that void can be filled with all kinds of different things, you know. And the identity part of it, like, anyone can just kind of change their appearance to fit, you know, whatever they feel like on that day. And I don't know if that's the most stable thing, but, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, you know. I'm very centered in like who I am. Like, I know who I am to a point, but there's still things I find out every day about myself that I didn't know. So, you know, that's why you keep on trucking, because you never know. You might the next day might be the one that just makes it all happen. You never know. But man, if I had to pick one out of all of this, it would have to be Listening Wind or Seen and Not Seen. I liked Houses in Motion, but I kind of was just kind of taken aback at first, like at how different the sound was kind of compared to the first side. But you guys already had told me that was coming, though, so it is what it is. I really enjoyed that, though. Thank you so much, Gail. That was a great album. I'm definitely down to hear more. I think my favorite song overall would be The Great Curve from the first part. But I honestly enjoyed most of these. Born Under Punches was awesome. Cross-Eyed and Painless was awesome. Literally, I think every track in this album had something in it that I actually really related to or could find something to, associate with in a way. And the music's great, obviously, too, because you can't talk or give enough praise to Eno for this album and what the sound that he got, especially in 1980 with all these, not exactly new technologies, but like the way they were utilizing them. Like there was new technology and they were utilizing old technology in a different way. And it was like the turn of a whole new dial, basically going into 1980, leaving like the 70s meta behind and going into, the 1980s kind of electronic or almost digital, not even digital, but like that electronic kind of sound that, permeated a lot of the 80s stuff, which might not have aged the best. It's kind of like CGI in movies, the electronic sounds always change because the technology always changes because innovation is always happening, and the fires of what do you want to call it? Innovation. There you go. I guess I have to say that word again. The fires of innovation will always be burning, and people will always be trying to come up with something new. I don't know why I'm holding my arms like that. I just realized I was doing that. Sorry. I'm like bracing myself to talk. But yeah, man, that was fantastic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was a stirring album. Like there was a lot that I wish I had more time to talk about it in a way. But limited time and such. But that was. Yeah, I want to hear more now because this is the first studio album I've done from them. I've done a couple of live videos, but this is the first actual full listen through we've done. 5 out of 5. That was excellent. So thank you for watching. If you guys have any other Talking Heads picks you think I'd like, leave them down below. I'd really appreciate it. Patreon. Hey, right there. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. Join the $15 tier or up. You get one for your request a month. Join any of the tiers. Get access to all of our block videos, full album reactions, and our patrons only Discord. Come hang out. We'd love to have you. Come chat. Vote on videos, whatever, all kinds of stuff. There's also a PayPal and a Cash App as well in the description if you'd like to leave a tip or send a request in that way. I will see y'all later. Bye. Oh. Bye.